Hello, sue.oneschuk here to continue our lessons in A Course in Miracles and coming from the workbook of the Course. And today we are at lesson 50. Yes, today we'll have completed 50 lessons. So today's lesson is, I am sustained by the love of God. Here is the answer to every problem that will confront you today and tomorrow and throughout time. In this world, you believe you are sustained by everything but God. Your faith is placed in the most trivial and insane symbols, such as pills and money, protective clothing, influence, prestige, being liked, knowing the right people, and an endless list of forms of nothingness that you endow with magic powers. All of these things are your replacements for the love of God. All these things are cherished to ensure a body identification. They are songs of praise to the ego. Do not put your faith in the worthless. It will not sustain you. Only the love of God will protect you in any circumstance. I just lost my place, just a second. Yes, only the love of God will replace you in all circumstances. It will lift you out of every trial and raise you high above all the perceived dangers of this world into a climate of perfect peace and safety. It will transport you into a state of mind that nothing can threaten, nothing can disturb, and where nothing can intrude upon the eternal calm of the Son of God. Put not your faith in illusions. They will fail you. Put all your faith in the love of God within you, changeless. I'm going to read that again. Put all your faith in the love of God within you, eternal, changeless, and forever unfailing. This is the answer to whatever confronts you today. Through the love of God within you, you can resolve all seeming difficulties without effort and ensure confidence. Tell yourself this often today. It is a declaration of release from the belief in idols. It is your acknowledgement of the truth about yourself. For 10 minutes twice today, morning and evening, let the idea for today sink deep into your consciousness. Repeat it, think about it. Let related thoughts come to help you recognize its truth, and allow peace to flow over you like a blanket of protection and safety, security. I should say surety. I'm going to read that again. It said, repeat it, think about it, and let related thoughts come to help you recognize its truth and allow peace to flow over you like a blanket of protection and surety. Let no idle and foolish thoughts enter to disturb the holy mind of the Son of God. Such is the kingdom of heaven. Such is the resting place where your Father has placed you. And it is, I am sustained by the love of God. So it says, we believe that this world sustains us. And rather than God. And it tells us here, that we put our faith in, in so many things, money and protective clothing, it says, influence, being liked, knowing the right people, and endless forms of nothingness that they say endow you with magical powers. All of that versus joy. Now, it's not saying that you don't be in the world and enjoy the world, but, it is to look at how often all of that is keeping you from truly being at peace. A lot of that is causing stress, and a lot of confusion and chaos in your life. So here it says that all of these things, all these idols are replacements for the love of God. You know, all of those idols feed the ego. And we are asked here, or we are given here, the opportunity to again, you know, to remember that we are sustained by the love of God. You know, we're going to remember and we're going to forget, and we're going to remember and we're going to forget. But in practicing these lessons, we will remember more and more often. So it's telling you here again to, you know, to not put your, you know, your faith in illusions, to put all your faith in the love of God. So it's asking you here, you know, to take the time in the morning and the evening and to sink deep into your consciousness. And, you know, repeat the lesson, think about it. I am sustained by the love of God. And to let related thoughts with regards to that, you know, come to your mind, and allow some peace to flow over you, like it says, like a blanket of protection and surety. So again, the lesson is I am sustained by the love of God. So I want to acknowledge you for, you know, completing these first 50 lessons. And what I'd like to do at this point, I've done it often with the study groups that I facilitate. And I'm going to invite you now to just sit back and close your eyes and to take in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read the title of the 50 lessons that you just completed. So just again, sit back and take a deep cleansing breath and listen from your heart. Nothing I see means anything. I have given everything I see all the meaning that it has for me. I do not understand anything I see. These thoughts do not mean anything. I'm never upset for the reason I think. I am upset because I see something that is not there. I see only the past. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I am upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images that I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I have invented the world I see. There is another way of looking at the world. I could see peace instead of this. My mind is part of God's. I am very holy. My holiness envelops everything I see. My holiness blesses the world. There is nothing my holiness cannot do. My holiness is my salvation. I am blessed as a son of God. God goes with me wherever I go. God is my strength. Vision is his gift. God is my source. I cannot see apart from him. God is the light in which I see. God is the mind in which I think. And God is the love in which I forgive. God is the strength in which I trust. There is nothing to fear. God's voice speaks to me all through the day. Number 50, I am sustained by the love of God. So just breathe all that in and acknowledge yourself, pat yourself on the back for doing these lessons to the best of your ability. And in our next video, we're going to continue because the next video will be review one of the workbook lessons. There'll be a number of reviews. So we'll be reviewing those first 50 lessons with some shorter verses with each one of them. So we will start on lesson 51. We'll read the review and we'll start on lesson 51 in the next video. So go forward today and remember, I am sustained by the love of God. Again, thank you for being here.